First of all, I'd like to congratulate Coach Danny Hurley and UConn Huskies on a national championship. Very deserving. They played at an elite level the entire tournament. We battled back to 5 in the second half, but gave them too much separation. And we weren't at our best tonight, and we had to be at our best to win the game. And a lot of that has to do with UConn. But I'm proud of our guys. These guys have given me everything they've had. 6 years, 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. These guys are what it's all about, and it's about college athletics. These guys are good people, and they're good students, and they're really good players. So we can feel good about the things we did, and we are. We feel good about the things we did, disappointed in the loss, but there was a brotherhood in that locker room that'll never be divided by a margin of victory or not winning at all. That brotherhood's going to last a lifetime. I told him that. And I was in there with Juwan Howard, and we were sad many years ago together, too, when I was an assistant coach and he played for us. And he was in here supporting me because that's the kind of brotherhood that we all have and will continue to have. So I'm proud of these guys.
If you have a question for the Aztec student-athletes, please raise your hand. Let's take one 4 rows back just to the right of the aisle.
Justin Cox, Daily Aztec. Matt, for you, I know it's obviously still fresh, but what do you think you'll remember the most about this season?
I think this season was a great comeback story as far as, bouncing back from that 30-2 season. The year after, when they lost in the San Diego State lost in the first round, when I joined the team, lost in the first round. Like, we did so much this season, and it's just a great comeback story. And I think I'm just so lucky to be part of a team where I was able to set the precedent for what this team has to come when it comes to postseason play, and moving forward. We got a taste of it, and everybody's like, I can see it in everybody's faces returning like they want it again, and we're sad, but ultimately we just got to keep our head high and just realize we had a great comeback story this season.
Center of the room, midway back.
Isaac Bourne, Mid-Major Madness. If I may ask all the players, what does it feel like to be part of just such a brotherhood and end the season off with your guys?
We'll ask Adam to take that first, then Aguak, then Matt, then Nathan.
Yeah, this season has been unbelievable. These guys next to me, the other seniors we have, it's just been a blessing to be around these group of guys, and not just on the court, but they're even better people off the court, which will matter here at San Diego State. And all these guys have a chip on their shoulder. Coaches, they recruit people who, guys who maybe aren't the highest touted, but guys who want to win. And we're winners every day. We practice like winners every day. I couldn't thank, God for this moment being a national championship. It doesn't even feel like we're a national championship, but we just were winning games, and we just love winning. So shout out to the coaches, shout out to the fans, our players who play their hearts out every game and every single day. I love these guys.
Sorry, we'll ask Matt to take that next.
Yeah. When I entered the portal and came here, I was really during that time with COVID and stuff, I was really ready to just stop playing. I told myself, I was just like, you know what, man, it's been tough. Let's just go home and get a job and call it the day. You'll be all right. But Coach Dutch, he's one of the most genuine guys I've ever met, and the way he just took me in, and the brotherhood and these guys, and actually having real leadership that I can follow. It just, it changed the trajectory of my life for sure. And it's more than just basketball, sorry I'm crying up here and stuff, but I'm just really thankful for Coach Dutch and everybody that played a part in my move here, going to San Diego State. So, yeah, that's how I feel.
Nathan.
For me, I feel like if you get a taste of this brotherhood, you kind of long for something that goes far more than winning basketball games. But I feel like myself, AG, especially the older guys, we kind of went through a tradition of our freshman year struggling, our sophomore year with success, junior year we kind of tip it off where you notice what we can achieve, and we had some transfer guys, Derek and all those guys came in with like some sense of urgency that they wanted to win for those who have missed out on this opportunity. So you see like the selfishness, the selflessness that everyone on this team possesses. That's one thing I'll say I'll miss the most about this team that we have here.
Agua.
Just to add on to that, I mean, it's just so much more than basketball with these guys. I mean, there's a lot of days where I know several of us would come in and we don't want to be there, but I think it takes like one guy to be smiling, and next thing you know, I'm back in it. Something that small, but goes a long ways. Some days I come in, I'm thinking I have the worst practice ever, and I have the best practice ever because Matt, Nate, Adam, Darion, Lamont, someone was able to pick me up by doing something simple as saying, "Let's go," with a smile. I mean, it's hard to put into words, but that example is just how deep this brotherhood runs, and I think we've each gone through our own trials and tribulations, and there's that sense of, I don't know, shared suffering where we're able to understand each other, and I think that's why we're really able to put ourselves to the side and put together just a special year and a special run. You know, I know we didn't win, but this is something that I've dreamed of since I was a kid. I'm sure it's what we all dreamed of. But coming from humble circumstances to being here, just praise God that I get to share with these guys next to me and the guys in the locker room.
Up front on the right side, Myron. This will likely be the last question for the student athletes.
Yeah, Myron Metcalf, ESPN. For Adam and Matt, obviously you cut the lead, the deficit down to 5 points. What was it about them that made it so hard to close that gap over the course of the game?
Adam first, then Matt.
You know, they're a super physical team, and, you know, one thing they do really well is offensive rebound. You know, they're the best offensive rebound team in the country, and we've been harping on that all week. You know, we did our best, you know, to hit them and try and secure rebounds, but then we also got in, you know, a little foul trouble early in the half, 13-minute mark. They're already in the bonus, which was tough. So just their ability to offensive rebound, their ability to, you know, Hawkins hit some timely shots. But they have a really good team. They're well coached, and, you know, we fought back in there. We knew that when we were down, it wasn't over with. You know, we've been in that position many times this year. So we cut down to 5, and, you know, we had a chance to, you know, cut it down lower, but, you know, they just made a little bit more plays, you know. So it happens, and, you know, I couldn't be more blessed to be here, and remember this forever.
Matt.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie, they got a lot of weapons. They're pretty good. Like, to beat them, we had to, you know, make shots. I shot poorly, you know, and you had to have a really good game to beat those dudes on the offensive end. But defensively, you know, we fought hard. We cut it to 5. It wasn't sweet at all, you know. And they got presence down low, shooting from the outside. You know, a lot of guys stepped up for them. So, and they make all their free throws. So, you know, they're a really good team, well coached, and hats off to them. They battled, and we battled too. So, yeah, they're a really good team.
We'd like to thank Agua and Nathan, Matt, and Adam for joining us here in the main interview room. They're going to head back to the Aztec locker room, which is open until 11:26. Another 20 minutes there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Questions for Coach Dutcher? We'll go back to Myron on the right side up front.
You cut it to 5. What was so challenging going from there and trying to close that gap against this UConn team?
They're great offensively. You know, eventually, you know, they made a timely basket or two. We didn't. They're hard to score on. Their length bothered us around the rim. You know, they've had their way with the entire field this tournament. So I just said when we were down at halftime, I said, let's cut it to 6 with 10 to go. Let's get back in there and let's make them play a close game. Let's make the margin where it's uncomfortable. And I think we got it to 5 with 6 minutes to go, and then it was 7, and we missed a 1-and-1, and then it kind of ballooned up from there. So I like the grit of my team. I like how hard we fight. We don't give in. We came from 14 down the last game, and when we cut it to 5, I think there were people in the stands that thought, hey, they're capable of doing it again, and we were. But we ran into too good a team, and we didn't play at our best. And they, like I said, they're a reason for that we didn't play at our best. But we had to play better in order to have a chance to win the game.
Coach, we're going to take one question each from the reporters from the East Village Times.
Coach, that first half.
Brian Dutcher and the Aztecs, nothing to hang their head about after an unbelievable run here in the tournament. Mid-majors stand up. Tim Doyle all tournament long telling you, we need auto bids. We need more spots for mid-majors. It was a crazy tournament, and that's a large reason why, while we might need more teams, they need more results to become yet another mid-major to fall short in the national title game.